I'm Bernina expert Amanda Murphy, and I'd like to show you how to use my Every Line ruler. It's part of my set of good measure quilting rulers for Brewer sewing. This ruler is designed to make tiny back and forth quilting lines. This ruler, like the other rulers in the line, has a non-skid backing and 2 colors of markings. I'm going to fill this quilting area with little lines. The ruler can actually make lines that are 1/8, 1/4, 3/8, or 1/2 inch apart, depending on what part of the comb you use. So right now I'm using the second slot, and that makes lines that are 1/4 inch apart. So I'm going to quilt across the quilting area, and then I'm going to quilt up, and then I'm going to shift the ruler over. Now here I can quilt across my previous quilting lines if I like. I'll show you another option later. Then I'm going to quilt down. And then I'm going to move my ruler over. Quilt across and quilt up. Move my ruler over. Quilt across, quilt down. Move my ruler over. And then I continue on to fill the quilting area. And in a minute, I'll show you what this looks like. So this makes lines that are much more even than you could free motion quilt. This is much easier than free motion quilting those lines. So now I'm using another slot in the ruler, and I'm quilting lines that are 1/8 of an inch apart using the same process. So when I get to the top of the line, I move the ruler over. And actually what you can see here is that I'm actually I'm shifting the ruler over, and then I'm using the bottom curve on the ruler to get a smooth circle at the bottom of the line, or semicircle rather. I'm quilting down. I need to shift the ruler over if I want to use that curve. If you wanted to use this at the top of the line, you could either rotate the ruler, or I would probably just free motion it. I wouldn't have the patience to do what I'm doing here, which is to rotate the ruler. This is meant to be a quick tool for back and forth quilting. That's why I didn't close it in. I want you to be able to grab it, just do a few lines back and forth like a very dense fill, and then set it aside. Speaking of which, if you can learn to free motion quilt with your ruler foot, it'll save you a lot of time ending your threads. So now you can see I have lines that are exactly 1/8 of an inch apart. And that's the Every Line ruler for Brewer sewing.